What's up, YouTube? My name is J-Max. As you can see, it's just me, and I'm back to react to another one of your recommendations. What do we have on deck today? Tim Minchin. Let's go! What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, this is your first time, it's nice to meet you. My name is J-Max. I'm just a guy on the internet who really enjoys music and will listen to basically whatever you tell me to. Today, we're jumping into something a little bit different than what we've usually done here on this channel. Usually, everything that I've listened to so far has been musical. And while the Tim Minchin does a lot of musical comedy, this is one of his stand-up sets. So this was recommended to me off of another one of a video, one of the videos that I did of his. I can't remember exactly which one, but shout out to whoever recommended this for me. This is his stand-up. Oh, I think it was from his Lullaby song, because this is all about babies and kids and just having kids. So this is Tim Minchin stand-up, dark humor and wife's humor. So I'm very interested to see how this goes. Tim is a very funny individual, at least musically, so it'll be interesting to see what his stand-up is like. So without further ado, let's jump into this and see what we got.
So I wrote that song because I thought after all the nastiness, I should write something that wouldn't offend anyone, you know. But there's always one, you know. I came out of my show a couple of months ago and first started performing that song, and there was a girl, a young woman, waiting to talk to me, 19 or 20, I reckon. And at some point I said, "So did you enjoy the show?" And she said, "Yeah, it was really good, mostly."
Mostly.
And I went, "Okay, what didn't you like?" And she said, "It's just, I liked it all. It's just that If I Didn't Have You, the sexist one. You know, I just don't like that sort of sexist comedy. I just don't find it funny." I was just sitting there the whole time thinking, what it would be like, you know, being your wife, being the subject of such a sexist song.
Oh.
And I said, "Oh." You studying feminism at uni?
No, he didn't. Boop, boop. No, he didn't. Just smack her in the butt. Oh, Tim is very unapologetically himself, and I respect that very much for him. So now I got to figure out, I got to go back, and for context, I got to listen to that one song he's talking about, If I Didn't Have You, the sexist song. It'd be very interesting to see just how sexist it actually is.
You studying feminism at uni?
Oh, God.
I didn't say that. I should have said that. But I realized immediately that she'd made a mistake, because she obviously thought that was a song about love or relationships or something. It's quite clearly a song about maths. And also, I thought, well, what a hypocrite, you know, because actually, if you think about it, she was being sexist in making the rather condescending assumption that my wife as a woman couldn't handle that sort of humor, that my wife is some kind of wilting flower of a woman who cowers in the corner of my kitchen as I periodically beat her with bags of comedy oranges.
No, that's a very good point that he's making, to just assume that someone of a specific gender would act in a very stereotypical way, because I wonder how your wife feels about you making these jokes about women, blah, 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 blah. That is in and of itself sexist, which is ironic.
As I periodically beat her with bags of comedy oranges. But that's not the case. I mean, Sarah and I share a sense of humor. Obviously, we've been together almost half our lives. She made me like this. However, if anyone still thinks I'm sexist, I'll give you an example of Sarah's sense of humor, just to clear it up. A little bit of backstory for this one. A couple of years ago, Sarah and I went and did a baby, and it was good.
Went and did a baby. Oh my God, this guy. This is funny.
a baby, and it was good. You should definitely do one if you want. But I want to tell you something,
Do
because
one.
I didn't know this, right? When you first get your first baby, when they're little things, first couple of months, you spend your whole life scared shitless, because tiny babies, they sleep all the time, and when they sleep like this. They go.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, so true. Their breathing is insane. Yep, then it stops. Can feel the chest. Oh, he pokes it.
Fuck you, baby! And that's how little babies are. So
Yeah.
anyway, when my baby was about that age, sort of 2 months old, my wife and I, it was nighttime, and we'd put her to bed in our little cot, in our little room, in our little house, in our little lives, and we were sitting there on our medium-sized sofa watching quite a big telly, and just trying to watch a movie. It's the evening, and just trying to relax and chill out together. And
Yeah.
about a quarter of the way through the movie, I said to Sarah, I'm just going to pop in and check on the baby. And Sarah said, Tim, don't go and check on the baby. Just sit down and relax for once. I mean, if she's asleep, you'll just wake her up. And if she's dead, there's not much we can do about it. We might as well watch the end of the movie.
Oh, shit.
Get an hour and a half more happiness before our life collapses.
Yo. That's so messed up. But she has a point. She kind of has a point. It's like, well, it's like ignorance is bliss for the moment. Well, I don't know. Oh, God.
So don't worry about my sick fucking wife.
That's incredible.
Although, have you noticed, everyone has a line, don't they, with dark humour. Everyone has their line. I've never met anyone who doesn't say, yeah, I've got a really black sense of humour, I really like dark comedy, but everyone has a line. That's really funny, that's very funny. Oh, I'm outraged, I'm going to write a shit letter to a bad newspaper. I find that line difficult to navigate. I always have, even in my private life, and still. Just a few months ago, I was in my kitchen, and my baby, who at that stage was not quite 2, was just wandering around the kitchen. I was making a sandwich. I noticed she'd found something and stuck it in her mouth. They put it in the mouth. I said, darling, come here. What have you got in your mouth there? Spit it out. Good girl. Darling, you don't put coins in your mouth. Coins are dirty, aren't they? Coins are yucky. Yeah, you don't put coins in your mouth. Your mouth is for food. And a little later on, cock. See? Fucking knew that was funny, right? That's funny, isn't it? Exactly,
no.
but my wife was in the kitchen. And my wife was like, Tim, for Christ's sake, you can't say that. She might like pussy.
Oh, that's good. I want to be friends with Tim and his wife.
And she might. This is a song entitled Confessions.
Oh, man. Oh, look, it's playing next. Just kidding. That was funny. All right, Tim's hilarious, I see. And he has a wife that thinks just like he does, which is dangerous, but also equally as hilarious, man. That was great. I love just about everything that I've seen from Tim Minchin, and I'm absolutely going to be checking out more of his stuff. I mean, this is the first stand-up quote-unquote thing that I've watched from him, and it was like a clearly in-between songs kind of thing. I think I might have to watch Confessions next. So let me know if you want me to watch Confessions next. That might be my next Tim Minchin video that I do. But anyways, man, yeah, that was great. I think parents can all relate to that dark sense of humor. I think as a parent, you just kind of deal with it. You know, it's like your mind becomes jaded almost in a way when you have kids. And it's funny because my wife and I, we just had a baby. He's 1 now. And this is my second, but her first. And a month or 2 ago, he was sick, and he woke up like in the middle of the night crying, and we hear him on the baby monitor. And she wakes me up and she's like, should I do something? Like, should we go get him? And I'm like, and do what for him? She's like, I don't know, like, get him? And I'm like, what is that going to do for him? He's sick and he's upset and he's congested. And yeah, he probably has a shit ton of boogers on his face, but like, what are you going to do for him? You can't make him not be sick in this moment. It's 2 a.m. I'm going to turn down this monitor until he falls back to sleep, and you're going to go back to sleep too. And it's just interesting. Like, you know, the comparisons between your first and your second kid, it's so true. Like, your first one, you're so paranoid and everything scares the shit out of you. And then your second one, you're like, they'll live. They'll be fine. The first one went through worse shit than the second one's going through. Then it's like, yeah, it's fine. Throw a little dirt in his mouth. He'll live. It's fine. It's nothing to worry about. And it's very interesting for me to kind of live in that contrast between my wife dealing with her first child struggles and me, like, just so nonchalant about a lot of things that our child does now that it's my second. And my oldest is like 8. So I'm like, he'll be fine. Don't even worry about it. It's all good. And let me know some of your parenting stories down in the comments below, man. I love hearing parents talk about their struggles that they go through and all that fun stuff that we just deal with as parents. Parenting is fucking hard for anybody. It doesn't matter how many kids you have, or each one is a challenge in and of itself, and every baby's unique. And I don't know. I want to hear about your parenting struggles and your stories and your wins and your losses, if you have any. So drop those down in the comments below. Hit a like, hit the thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe to the channel for more Tim Minchin. Definitely going to be jumping into a lot more of his stuff. I know I have so much of his career essentially to go through, and I plan on going through just about all of it. So subscribe to the channel for more. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Peace.